Well, it's June 29th, and we have gotten so much rain. Between rain and work, I haven't gotten anything done. Now, I shouldn't say that. I did spray the front of the frame. I did get that done, and that turned out surprisingly well. Actually, the frame looks pretty good primed. And right now I'm in the process of sanding the inside, and I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do there, if anything. Truthfully, it's not really going to be seen. But we'll see. I can probably cover it up with something a little bit anyway. Most of this is not going to be seen either. Obviously it's going to be blocked by the engine, hydraulic reserve, and everything else that goes in here, but I'm giving it the once over with 180 grit, and I'll do that, and I will sand down the outside of the tower, and I will get those primed hopefully today. Pretty much I have heard, if I don't get things done today and part of tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to work on anything for almost 2 weeks. Going on vacation, so, which is going to piss me off too, because I'd much rather be out here working in the garage. Okay, still a little sunny out, but it's not as warm, so I think I can prime. I sanded it, and I hit it with the DA with 180, and then I felt bad, and I hit it with 220, basically just to smooth out all the edges on the leftover paint. So, and it worked pretty well. This was, the glue on here was a pain to get off. I actually ended up using a Dremel. This, as I say, will be, this whole dash will be covered up with a vinyl sticker, so I only hit that with 180 grit. So we'll see, and I only hit the inside with 180 too. As I say, hopefully none of that'll be seen. Okay, let's hit it with a spray bomb. Well, it sun went down and temperature dropped a little bit, and the frame is primed and sealed. And I tell you what, the inside I just hit with 180 grit, and you can still see where my patch was, but I gotta be honest, I don't care. That's the patch, that's where, sorry, that's the patch. I think that's where the auxiliary hole was. It doesn't look that bad. There's the other hole. That still kind of looks crappy, but I don't care. I got the glue off of the steering column with the Dremel. That worked all right. Now the inside, and this was really rough up here to begin with. That's not my sanding or anything I did. That was just that rough. The inside was pretty rough, but I sanded it down well enough you can't see where all the major rust and pitting was. So that's good. The inside I only did with 180 grit. The outside of the tower, along the parts you're going to see here, I hit it with the DA with 180 and then 220. So, and basically all I did was smooth out the, the places that still had paint and any pits or anything like that or scratches. I just basically smoothed it out with the DA. I did get a couple of runs. I think there's a run right in there, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not. I got a little run there, and I had a run up here. So, and that was my fault. I got a little carried away. When I put the first coat on, it's just like a tack coat, real light, real quick. And if you miss a little spot and some orange is bleeding through, that's okay. And how I got the runs is I went back and I tried to get the orange spot little orange streak that I missed, instead of waiting for it to tack up and hit it again. So that's my bad. As I say, I'm not a very good painter. And if you're wondering why I'm using spray bomb primer to paint this, it's because I'm doing it, a piece here, a piece here, a piece here. And then once I get enough pieces, I'll fire up the paint gun and paint it all orange. But it's not worth my while cleaning a gun and thinning out paint and going through that hassle just to paint a couple of small parts. So I've got the front axle done. I've got the frame done. Tomorrow, hopefully, I can get the rear axle done, and I'll damn near be almost to a full rolling chassis, assuming I start sandblasting tires at some point. Well, it's June 30th, and I thought I could get away with just sanding the rear axle crap, but we got some pitting in here. So I've made myself a little sandblast booth because I am getting sick and tired of sweeping that shit up everywhere, and I'm going to get in here with a ski mask on, and it's basically I got a couple of sawhorses with some old blankets draped over top of it, and hopefully this will really contain the mess. So, and I'll wear a face shield and my respirator, and hopefully I can clean this up a little bit. Let's see how it works. Well, I sandblasted the rust spots. Looks pretty good. Wiped it down with wax and grease remover. I'm just going to do the top at first and then roll it over, do the bottom after it dries, but looks pretty good. Well, I got the top painted, and by the top meaning I'm gonna, once this hardens, and it's been out here for an hour or so now, I didn't really paint the brake drum, although I did sandblast it. Maybe this thing will stop for once, I don't know. The brakes on the case are not known for being awesome, but I did get the top part painted, and I'm gonna have to flip it over, clean the bottom side of it, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight. So, right, puppy? Don't know if I'm gonna get that done tonight. So, because now I just want to kind of clean up the mess. So, but we're getting there.